Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brennan here today with Mythic Heroes Plumeria, who is, at long last, a good support-oriented Astra Mythic, with her tome and her dancing ability. We finally have access to someone who can provide really solid support for Astra season, at least on paper. I mean, I haven't obviously tested her, but I mean, based on having a dancer on light season, I can just take a wild guess that having a mythic hero that dances is pretty good. And it is the lewd dream fairy Plumeria. I was kind of hoping for Mirabilis because I just really liked her design, but you know what? We'll still take it. Anyway, she looks really solid overall. Like, she's even got like a rain skill in her kit. Just really good overall. But we are going to be trying to get just one to have because Naga is frankly not that great. I did salvage my Naga. She's actually pretty decent, but like I'd still rather have a dancer over her. Anyway, so we are obviously going to be pulling red. I know I said I was gonna save orbs, and I keep saying that I'm gonna save orbs, and then someone comes and gobbles them up, and I'm very upset. We're not gonna go like all 600 orbs on trying to get this dancer, but I'm gonna try and pull her still. So obviously red is our first choice. She's sharing focus with Lif, who has DC and Time Pulse as fodder options, as well as being a solid unit on his own, and Seliph, who has DC and Joint Hone Def as fodder options, in addition to being a solid unit on his own. And then that's our main focus. Blue, it's got Lilith, but then the other two heroes don't really have anything too impressive. Wow, I forgot that Ephraim came with freaking Fortified Def 3. Like, look at that. And then we got Joint Hone Def over here. Like, one of those looks quite a bit more appealing. We got Lucina, who has Swift Sparrow and Distant Guard, but like, I don't know that you'd want to fodder her for those nowadays, since both of those are available in the Grail pool. Then we got, so blue is probably my least attractive color. Green has Yoon, who isn't amazing, but you know, she's a def mythic that doesn't have any amazing fodder, so if you don't really care about def, you could just kind of take merges on her and just toss her on there and forget, which wouldn't be bad for my case. It also has a Celica, who has Swift Sparrow 3, which is just always great. Actually, I might even want to keep a Celica just because for like limited battles and stuff where you require Shadows of Valentia units. My list of Sov characters is very slim as far as what I have that's actually good. But then we also have Micaiah, who has Bond 4. And then on colorless we have Duma, who's kind of in the same position as Yoon, where it's just kind of like, he's not an amazing fodder, but you can just kind of you can merge him up and then toss him on defense and forget about him. Feels a little less guilty than using someone like Lif or Thraseer, who have actually good fodder. You got Leaf, who is just really solid. I use him on my friends list for allegiance battles. Pretty good. And then we got Julian, who has close foil and low attack speed, both great skills to fodder. So with that in mind, I think I'd lean towards red, colorless, green, blue as our priority. So, but we're definitely just hoping to pick up some reds and get a nice dancer very quickly. So with all that in mind, let's go ahead and jump in, only starting with one red. Come on, Plumeria, we need to just not, that doesn't help me. We just need to not suffer on Astra season as much anymore. Like, it has taken so long to get a decent, like a good solid support unit for Astra season. Vantage fodder. Let's see, I said colorless was our backup. This is unfortunate. Like I said, I really do want to keep, I do want to save, but at least like Halloween is up next, and I hopefully won't see anything that I really want there. But I just want to get my orbs back up, and they keep bringing out stuff to tempt me away, and there's just no reds here at all, and it's very sad all around. What a horrible affair. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some of those colorless and green units. I really wish Plumeria was sharing focus with Altena, because I would love to get a plus attack one of her. I'm actually tempted to use trait fruit on her to make her plus attack, just because I think she has a super asset for attack, which means she'd go up by +4, which multiplied by 2 from her double attacking would effectively translate to like +8 extra damage, which is pretty helpful considering she's a pretty solid unit, and usually when she misses a kill, it's not by that much, so that could definitely help push her over the edge. If she was on here and I managed to like summon an off focus plus attack version, that'd be better than using some trait fruit. But instead, probably will just end up using trait fruit. I don't know if she'll be next in line or not. I kind of want to save some for Sedith in case he gets put into the Grail pool or something. But then I've also got like New Year's Corrin and Papa Garen who want trait fruit, so just kind of gotta weigh the priorities. We got a Crom who's at least good for Aether. That's probably like the best fodder we've gotten so far. Always just nice to have Aether manuals on hand. Just good, solid scoring skill, and it gives you a nice recovery. Athena, that's a moonbow, I guess. Nothing too exciting so far, though. Now, see, if it was gonna be exciting, we'd be seeing some some Corrins. That would be exciting. It would not actually be exciting fodder-wise, but, you know, in relation to this fairy's occupation, that'd be a bit more exciting. There's a reposition. That is actually exciting. But yeah, send Corrin, Plumeria, send Corrin to my dreams. Ugh, I feel so bad. Bring me back my orbs. I just want to have orbs for Sedith and Ash and Duo Geralt. Give us Duo Geralt. Yeah, if I could have built a dream banner right now for who Plumeria would have been with, it would have been like Altina and Kyria, because I need like a plus attack Altina and lull attack res from Kyria. That would be great. Lif and Seliph by no means bad units, but like everyone that I want distant counter on already has it, so it's like, what am I going to do with those? A Fury, that's actually really good. Never have enough Fury. Wings of Mercy, also another skill that I'd love to be seeing. But definitely most wanted thing is just our fairy girl. Fur, you don't have anything useful. I think she's got like Iceberg, but I've got so many sources for that. Was it Iceberg or Glacies? Glacies. Glacies is a little less tempting, and I've still got lots of it, so I don't really need fur, honestly. Ban. Fierce Stance isn't a terrible budget skill, but usually I've got better options for the A slot. Another Vantage. Vantage. Sophia, kind of tempted to promote her. The issue is, like, I'm running into too many units to use my feathers on, and so I look at units that I want to promote, but then I just don't have enough dew for it because I have a lot of stones, but I don't have anyone to spend the stones on because everyone has a pref now. So it's like, ugh. The stone dew system is kind of janky in my opinion. Like, I don't know. It worked all right at the beginning because not every unit had a pref, but now, like, anything that you actually want to build has a pref probably. So it's like, I pretty much use dew on like our free seasonal unit because they never have like a weapon to refine, and on healers because they don't have prefs usually, and so you're just refining for Wrathful or Dazzling Staff. So the options are a little limited, unfortunately. All right, down by over, I think, around 70 orbs at this point. Still getting a little worried. Love to see a fairy pop up here. Oh, we got Lif. Still really good. Like I said, I actually was using a friend's Lif on what's it called? Allegiance battles, and no, not Allegiance battles. Grand Conquest. We're getting too many modes. It's hard to keep track of them now, even though those modes are the only thing really similar between them is that use friend units in both. Here he is, true neutral, and yeah, he's pretty good. He can be useful for setting up units into like desperation range and stuff, but sometimes it can be a little obnoxious. I actually pulled him off my my friend list brigade recently just because he kept my units were more tanky oriented, and he kept dropping them too low and then they die, and it was annoying. So even though he's really good, I took him off there, but he's a pretty solid unit. Pretty solid, just not who we came here for, unfortunately. Second red. Lilina, you aren't helpful. You aren't helpful. Blah. Alright, so we are, I think, 80 orbs in at this point. Oh, there we go. That's a lot of red. A little worried. Like I said, I don't want to spend like all 600s just chasing a mythic hero, but oh, there we go. We got Selef. Just missing one to complete our set of reds this time. Here is the horse boy, plus res. I don't know if that's actually decent or not. I don't think that's probably optimal on him, but actually maybe it is. His weapon grants res +3. Maybe he does want res. I don't remember. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is Pac-Man over 100% at start of combat, inflicts attack def -6 on foe during combat. So that's a lull type effect. And if unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores Mystic Boost. Yeah, reading that does not tell me if he actually wants to be plus res or not. So I'm just going to assume that he does because his weapon gave res. Maybe not optimal. Maybe he'd prefer attack, but you know, res is probably not bad. We'll take it. We'll be pretty happy for it. We'd be even happier for it if this was a fairy, though. Oh, here's Corrin. Like I said, maybe that's a good sign. Because if I were to have things in my dreams, Corrin might be there. Come on. Plumeria, where are you? Ooh, Soleil. Always nice to see her. Really, mine is plus speed, but with the speed creep, I'm really tempted to swap her to plus attack at this point. I mostly use her in AR nowadays with Armor Smasher to Vantage sweep armor teams. And she works pretty well, but like, you know, for Vantage sets, you just want to pile on more attack. So very tempting actually to just give her more attack, but I'm not sure yet. Alright, so we've pulled 2 5-stars and they were both the wrong one. I'll go a little more, but I don't want to dip too far below. Like, I know said it probably isn't even coming anytime soon, but like, it just makes me scared that I just will be totally unprepared when he does show up. I'm trying to look at this as just I'm future-proofing myself by making sure I'll be less likely to just have a really bad week on Astra season and drop out of tier 21. That's how I'm trying to look at it, but it's hard. We've spent a lot more orbs than I wanted to. But first of the month is coming and a Tempest Trial is coming, and those both give decent number of orbs. But yeah, it's still scary. It's still scary, you know. I just want to save. I just want to save. Oh, another lift. Cool, man. Should I minus speed? I'm not sure if I should fodder him or merge and put him on my defense team so I lose less points on Astra season. I'm not sure. Because like I said, Distant Counter and Time Pulse is a great combo, but I don't have anyone who could take advantage of that combo. So, kind of iffy. I don't know. Alright, let's keep going, I guess. Even though I'm making a mistake, I know it, but I'm making a big mistake because there's not even a red here. I know I said send Corrin, but actually I will... Ooh, Gordon. I will actually invoke the power of Yoosung, because Yoosung, he's the best for dreams. And yes, finally the plus attack Gordon. I've been looking for him since his refine. I wanted a plus attack Gordon. Finally got it. That's going to be what my feathers go towards next. I'm going to just promote him. And then he'll be next up in line for a refine. Because I just like having brave weapon users for arena assault. For dealing with units like Legendary Celica or like Legendary Julia, who they are like just they're on the frailer side, and if you can initiate on them, they go down relatively easy. But if you let them initiate on you, they'll just eat you up. Having a brave unit to secure the kill is just very nice. So happy about that at least, but less happy about the total lack of Plumerias. Yoosung, you need to come to my dreams more often so we can trap her. Help me trap her, cutie pie Yoosung. Hinata is very nice. At least we've gotten, I think that's the 4th one so far. So that's good fodder at least. Just great. Even this far into the game's life, Fury is just a solid budget skill. Very nice to have more copies of that on hand. Tharja, you don't do anything for me by comparison. And we are officially below 500 orbs. This experience has been very NSFO not safe for Orbs. Very sad. Very sad. Oh, my Orbs. I was Seth. Oh, I was Seth. Then Ash. Marth, you are neither of them. You are not the fairy either, so why are you here? My Orbs. I knew this was gonna happen. Oh, Emerin. I almost forgot that she was in the actual pool. We've just not seen her. Despite being a she's a new unit because I don't think I've ever summoned her. But she's not a new unit because we got her for free. So I don't get dragon flowers off her, which is sad. That's sad. I like having dragon flowers for infantry especially because I've got so many infantry. Infantry and flyers are what I use the most, and then cavalry. It's mostly Xander. Once I get Picnic Leo built up, he'll be on that list too. Oh, finally, thank you. Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you, Yoosung. Thank you, Yoosung. The best boy has delivered me into temptation, oddly enough. Minus attack doesn't really matter. It's a little unfortunate because I was planning to set her up similar to my heir for light season, where I just slap Hardy Bearing on her with Wings of Mercy, and she'll just, if she doesn't need to dance, she can pop up behind someone and slap them with Hardy Bearing so that they cannot vantage us. But maybe I'll keep that set for Naga, and I'll run Naga on some teams and Altena on others. But Plumeria will probably be on like all my teams, and yeah, minus attack hurts a little, but it's not the end of the world because she is still a dancer, and that's her main job at the end of the day. Plus HP might be useful for dodging isolation from Bridal Fjorms. Not that I ever see her on defense. She's pretty much always on offense, and I use her on my Astra season offense actually, and she's really good. I really want Milla, just because I was like, isolation is probably all right, but not game breaking. And now having used Fjorm, there are so many situations where I'm like, man, I really wish I could isolate this dancer here, but I don't have Milla for light season, and it is sad. So I need a Milla, or yeah, I just need Milla, I think. But that can come another time because boy, this ate up all my orbs. It's tempting to pull that other red and the green, but no, spent too many orbs, gotta get out of here. So that was again, that was just not safe for my orbs. Very, very brutal time. I mean, I know it looks like I've still got so many orbs, but I want to have at least 1,000 orbs when Sethith comes, and I just keep moving farther and farther away from that goal. So don't let the numbers deceive you. This was brutal, but we did get her in the end. And we also picked up those 2 lifts and the Seliph for our trouble. So overall, I can't really complain. That was overall, that was a pretty fantastic summoning session, all things considered. Considering the orb to 5-star ratio, I think that averaged to 60 orbs per 5-star, which is pretty solid. And then also, we got a lot of good fodder in there towards that second half of that summoning. We picked up, I think, 4 Hinatas, a Crom, we had a Severa in there, and we got that plus attack Gordon that I've been looking for over half a year now. So overall, it was really solid. It just, looking at that number drop, it just hurts. But we got her. Yoosung came through for me. Hopefully I will dream of him, and we will also dream of many Aether Raid victories with Plumeria at our side. So yes, thank you guys as always so much for watching this this horrid ordeal. I should have just censored the whole thing. Just Brandon, censor it. It's bad. Not for good children. Not for good boys and girls, as Sakurai would say. But thank you again for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your summons, whether it be on this banner going for Plumeria. I know a lot of people are dying for a good support Astra Mythic, so wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you guys are going for her. But also good luck for any other banners you happen to be going for. There are some really solid ones up right now. So maybe not this one because it's got Sumiya and she's not very good. But like the rest of these are actually all really solid. Like, yo, I didn't even realize just how solid the current banners are. So best of luck to you guys, whatever you guys are summoning on. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon. I'm gonna go lie down because whew, that hurt.